Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Moving on now to the fourth speaker from the opposition side, Ms. Susana Rivera.
Your Excellency, Monsieur le Directeur, Monsieur le Secrétaire Général, Madame la Directrice, dear wise members of the jury, Honorable Chairman, more like a demigod than a demagogue, masters of the time, dear opposition, who is only severe to those who would destroy democracy, or as Simón Bolívar would say, como amamos la libertad y la democracia, si somos severos, es solamente con aquellos que pretenden destruirla. And oh, government, your accusations are borderline schizophrenic. Demagogues, demagogues everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This government would like to make us believe that democracy is demagoguery, a definition that I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, must have overlooked in the Larousse or Webster dictionary. It would like to make us believe that demagoguery, since it has been used by democratic leaders in the past, equals democracy. But if that logic were spot on, if one man is evil, all men by default are evil? Correlation doesn't imply causation, and you statisticians should know better than that. But have no fear, ladies and gentlemen. ILERI is here to show you a thing or two of what we're best known for, political science. Edith, I am so honored that you admire us so much as to represent ILERI, Clinton. However, it saddens me that you would go as to lie to convince people. And Manuel, you made me laugh. You are the living cliché of a man that makes himself believe that women say the opposite of what they think, so in order to fit what he wants. And a good speech is the equilibrium between passion and reason, and from what we've seen today, this opposition has seen the line between a little bit of passion and a little too much passion from somebody here. If
Point of information?
Not yet. If demagoguery and democracy did go hand in hand, as you said, Lucas, these two notions would live together harmoniously, but they can't. History has proved to us that demagogues kill democracy, therefore making it an incompatible duo. And by embodying the spirits of failed democracies in the hands of demagogues, Athens, Rome, Weimar, and now me, the spirit of the democracy of Venezuela, are living, well, unliving proof that your definition is just cute. I am here to show you how true democracy and demagoguery have absolutely no chemistry, and how this government is trying to irrationally conflate being an eloquent populist leader with being a demagogue. Demagoguery, as explained by Paul, is a tool, a dangerous tool. And as it is for everything in life, dangerous tools are, unfortunately, used by dangerous people. So yes, some democratic leaders are demagogues. But let's not blindly surrender to this government's Manichaeism that would paint everything black and white. MC has taught me that there are at least 50 shades of gray to everything in life, and democracy is no exception. In a time where my country had seen better days, Hugo Chavez came along. He was the voice of my thoughts, my needs. He lit my heart when he spoke, and after so many disappointments in the past, he made me believe that I had found the one. But he ended up being the worst one. His magical words fooled us, leading us to misery. In just a second, and later. His magical words fooled us, leading us to misery and terror for his own benefit. He betrayed me, democracy, and tore me apart, killing free speech, butchering justice, destroying hope in my people. My people are barely standing now. 70% of them poor, 40% of them in extreme poverty. So here you go, Mark, another example of a tyrant demagogue. Yes, what do you want?
So I was saying demagoguery saying that demagoguery is not necessarily democracy, say that democracy isn't demagoguery. I don't see the point, logically speaking.
I believe that wasn't a question. So, Saying that democracy is demagoguery is putting two totally different types of people in the same package. It's putting Trump and Obama in the same package, Pinochet and Allende, Bolivar and Chavez. They are all powerful, influential men who have admirable oratory capacities. But if being a good speaker makes you a demagogue, well, everybody here would be a demagogue. And the big difference between these pairs is the good intention, the true belief that one is acting for the greater good, transparency with one's actions. While others appeal to our emotions to cloud our rationality and awaken the worst of us. Some leaders have said and done great things for their countries, while others have said beautiful things but done horrible deeds. And that's a demagogue, and history can tell. And, dear government, are you associating democracy with rationality? With the worst of human nature? Can we really say that democracy's paradigms are senseless and evil? Does anyone here in the Assemblée Nationale of France think democracy or anything it stands for, liberty, equality, justice, is irrational? That's what I thought. However, if we were to say democracy is demagoguery, we would have to add and liberty, and choice, and progress in the same sentence. You can't just appoint its most improbable and negative characteristic, shutting out all the rest in order to prove a point. Oh, this government, ladies and gentlemen, has accurately demonstrated with this motion what demagoguery really is. Demagoguery tries to seduce you and point fingers at others in order to get what it wants, while we would rather seduce you in other ways. Because this is democracy, a welcoming open door, while demagoguery, on the other hand, aggressively shoves you into a hole with fiery self-righteousness. Demagoguery is to democracy what prostitution is to love. Now that we've seen how true democracy and demagoguery have absolutely no chemistry, and how this government is trying to conflate being an eloquent populist leader with being a demagogue, with love and reason, reject this motion.